Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Karina from Ragebreed. Just doing a quick live, just to let you know. Obviously, we have the store up, so it's www.ragebreedstore.com, and you can check out the merch that we've got on sale there. And also we're sort of updating our main site as well, which is www.ragebreed.biz. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Those of you that want to be on the compilation deal on issue 3, can you please get in touch? It's ragebreed_magazine_submissions@hotmail.com. That'll be really awesome, because we're actually going to be doing the interviews over the next few weeks and getting all the reviews done and designing the pages and what have you. I'll also be looking into sorting out the what they're called, compilations for issue 2 as well. So we're going to be doing another batch of those. We still have some issue 1 copies left as well, so if you do want to buy the compilations, please go to www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com, and you will be able to see basically whatever you want to buy from there in terms of the compilations and stuff. So that's all good. Hope you're doing well. I've been listening to Carcass today. It just reminded me of like when I first got into death metal, and this was the band that actually got me into it. I remember buying the Heartwork EP a while back now. I think it was one of the first EPs I ever bought, believe it or not. And it had Heartwork, I think it was This Is Your Life and Rotten Roll, if I remember right. And yeah, it was so cool, and I was just like, wow, this is really cool. This is really cool. And yeah, I kind of got into the heavy stuff back then. But obviously, you know what I'm like, I'm very eclectic in my tastes when it comes to music. I like all kinds of music. I don't just listen to metal. I would say metal is my main passion, and rock music, but I do listen to other stuff as well, like yeah, well, you guys know I love my Lady Gaga Star Is Born soundtrack. I do like, oh, hang on. Oh, I've smudged my eyeliner, guys. But yeah, yeah, so when it comes to other types of music, I do love my grunge, and I do love my, you know, chilled stuff. I do really like ambient music. Very much into like shoegazy kind of stuff as well. And post-rock and all that kind of stuff, but also like mainstream stuff as well. I do really love, like, you know, just the classics. If it's a good song, it's a good song, let's face it, you know. And that's where I'm at, to be fair. Like I like good music regardless of what genre it is, you know. But obviously I'll always have a passion for death metal and rock music and stuff, because it's just in my blood, you know. It's what gets me going. And but yeah, I do love my ambient stuff as well. So you know, like I love my Anathema and Antimatter and all that stuff, The Gathering, and you know, love my goth music as well. So Typo Negative, Lacuna Coil, all that. But I can equally like listen to something like Enigma or Left Field, or you know, it's just the way I am. I'm very sort of open-minded when it comes to music, because music is kind of like a mood, isn't it? So like I'm not always in the mood for really aggressive stuff all the time. I will listen to other stuff. It's a bit like Steve Hughes, you know, the comedian. He was like, I listen to Slayer and all this stuff, but now and again he says I'll put Enya on, and you know, guy in the audience was just like, I hate Enya, and he was like, fair enough. How can you hate Enya? It's like being mad at a waterfall. So it's kind of funny actually, because you know, it's interesting, because even when I was speaking to Derek from Sepultura, and this is like a while back now, I interviewed him, God, years back. It was when I think they played, I think it was Ozfest, if I remember right. I think it was that. And yeah, we were backstage, and I was with my agent Chaz Carroll, RIP, dude. You know, great man. Um, and yeah, I interviewed him and I asked him what kind of music that he used to listen to as well. And he goes, believe it or not, I don't really listen to that much Mel. I like doing it, but he really likes his Bob Marley, which is really cool. You know, I was like, fair play to you. You know, like it's nice to see artists that are quite diverse and not so elite. You know, in certain things that they listen to. You know, I think it's quite important to have a varied taste. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I can literally go to an Immolation concert, go in the pit. Do you know what I mean? But then I will listen to someone like Laura Marling and go to a concert of hers and sit in the audience in the Montfort Hall. You know, um, it's just the way I am. I really love music. You know, it's one of those things. I really love music, and I don't think it's ever gonna stop. I don't think the love for music will ever end. You know, it's a bit like you know, like when I'm writing music, for example, it's very for me, it's very therapeutic. You know, I mean, I started to write music today, and weirdly enough, I wrote something completely different to what I normally would do. But it felt right to write, you know, and like I'll just jam on guitar and I'll be like, oh, I like that. It's not something that I would normally write, but I do like it. So, you know, that's what I love about music. You don't have to have boundaries with it. You can just do what you feel is right, you know. And I think that's what I love about authenticity. You know, it's not, you're not people pleasing. You're doing what feels right for you, for example. And it's why, you know, I kind of mix it up a little bit with Mindlap stuff. I mean, Forgotten Memories of Past Lives, the album by Mindlapse. I mean, you see so many dynamics in that. And it's a discography album because it was literally from the beginning up to 2005. So you've got all our discography stuff from 1996, I think it was, or 95. So you've got, even when we were doing gothic rock, and then we did a bit of like, you know, rap metal, and then we did like sort of like Machine Heady kind of stuff, Fear Factory, and then we did you know, because we really loved Tarry B and Biohazard, so that's why we kind of tried that route as well. And then I got into the heavier stuff, so obviously my music taste changed a little bit. Not that I don't listen to the other stuff, I still do, but you know, I got heavily into Opeth, the earlier stuff, Catatonia, and so Souls for Sinners was very much influenced by, you know, a lot of like black metal, death metal, proggy metal, you know, like Opeth, you know, the early Opeth stuff. And, you know, even like bands like, I don't know, Dead Can Dance, Nish did a lot of the, you know, ambient stuff on that. I think it's still an incredible EP. I love the Souls for Sinners EP. And it was sort of mark point where when we got interviewed with Total Rock Radio, and you know, we toured with Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum. As you can see in the pinned post that I've got up on my profile, both Omnium Gatherum and Nilo from Insomnium said, you know, they were great tours. It's lovely hearing from you both, by the way, guys. You know, it's been such a long time, you know. So yeah, it's wonderful to have that appreciation. And also Venom Inc. Also shared the interview I did with them backstage at VIP Bloodstock, which is fantastic. You know, so these are all great memories. These are all things that you know, make me really happy, because you know, I'm doing what I love to do in music, and it's passion for what I do. You know, and I always sort of aim to do what feels right, if that makes sense. You know, and I've always done things that way, you know. It's not important what people think, really, to me. It's more important that it feels right for me, and it feels right to do what I do. And it's just been an incredible journey. It really has. Even the ups and downs, you know, I'm grateful for all of it, to be honest, because everything happens for a reason, you know. It's interesting. It's very interesting because, you know, you don't realise that until something takes you on a completely different journey, or it's very, very weird how life works out. But, you know, one thing I do know is that I'm very much, you know, passionate about what I do. I love to sing. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. It really is. And but I also like helping bands as well. You know, it's just who I am. And I guess, like even from an early age, I used to always want to be a singer and stuff. So you know, that's what I kind of did. You know, and I never thought I would ever be in this position where I could. You know, and that's cool. And you know, now possibly signing for another label. So that's really, you know, exciting. And obviously with Richard Chapel coming back to Lake of Dreams, we can start working on a lot more content for the album. And I need to literally get away and write some music. So, and also the script. So I'm going to be planning on doing that. I wouldn't say pretty soon, but like, yeah, I need to do it this year to get it sorted. So I've got a little plan of action for that. But yeah, I mean, recently I'm really excited with the store. So, you know, it's very exciting. So I'm sort of designing for that, really enjoying the designing process. We've got some more people coming on board to Ragebreed as well. A reviewer and also another influencer as well, who might even be getting more involved in the mind, body and spirit side of things, and also you know, potentially with bands and events and things like that. But I will let you know more about that once we've sorted. We have new affiliations, which you've probably seen, and if you want to have a look at our affiliates, go to www.ragebreed.biz. We'll be doing some marketing strategies coming up in the next few weeks, so we can get the ball rolling on that, and we'll be doing like lots of videos and bits and pieces like that. We want your opinion on some things as well. We would like to know what you would like to see on Ragebreed TV. You know, like I've mentioned before, you know, we were thinking about doing something a bit paranormal, maybe doing something about that. A lot of people are interested in that. So potentially we could do that. If there's anything that you want to see more of on Ragebreed TV, let me know. You know, we're growing all the time. You know, all our accounts are growing all the time. So we just want to say a massive thank you for not, you know, believing all the lies about us and stuff. And you know, obviously, you know, there are every company has disputes, you know, but thank you for not believing all the rubbish about me and stuff. I really do appreciate that. And still supporting what we do, and we've had some incredible feedback, and I'm very grateful for that. Very humbled, very grateful. You know, I really do work hard. I've worked hard for this team for a very long time, you know, and I've put my heart and soul into it, you know, and it's something that I will never stop doing, you know, because I just enjoy it so much. You know, it feels right for me to do. That's why I do what I do, you know, and that's it really, I guess. But yeah, massive thanks to all of you guys. You know, it really does make me happy when you know, all you guys are coming together and you're enjoying the Ragebreed Global group. You know, I've noticed there's been a lot more interactions on there, which is great. And obviously, guys, you know, the groups are there for you. You know, it's for entertainment. It's for bands to help promote themselves. You know, we want to create a really cool community of people that lift each other up. No bullying, no prejudices. We just want people to have a great time. You know, and sort of mingle with each other and stuff, and you know, and create a lovely sort of safe place for everybody. You know, that's the plan that I've always had, you know, especially even with our events. You know, we're very sort of like, we like to make sure people are having a good time. We're very friendly. We try our best to, you know, do the best that we can, and obviously, you know, when we start putting some events on again, you guys will see that. But yeah, I mean, for now, we're just sort of, you know, concentrating on the magazine, doing a bit at a time. And, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm very excited about the energy right now. And Instagram's like going off the rocket. It's going really well. We've now got over 4K followers now, which is great. Twitter's getting there. Thank you guys also for following on Twitter. So thank you for that, because I must admit I've not been putting too much time into Twitter, which I probably should do. But there's so many social media groups, isn't there now? It's like, before it was just like MySpace, if you remember back in the day, and then Facebook happened, and and then there's all these other social media links and stuff. So we're just trying to get on top of everything, and make sure that we're trying to build basically at the moment. We're trying to build everything, and that's really, really important. So I think what we're going to potentially do is, just we'll be posting a lot about our social media. So Spotify for the bands, YouTube, what's it, LinkedIn. I've got to do loads of work with LinkedIn, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just trying to grow everything, so and make sure that I'm on top of everything, and obviously do all the interviews as well. So yeah, there's going to be this. It's definitely expanding. We're definitely getting a lot more support, which is fab, and I really do appreciate it. We are doing Ragebreed Against Bullying t-shirts now as well. So we're doing one which is against sexism, and one which will be against racism. We'll be doing like just Ragebreed Against Bullying shirts. I think a few people have asked me for well, basically what they said is that they wanted some which were like a standard logo of Ragebreed Against Bullying kind of thing. So we'll do some simple designs, we'll do some like cool little slogans and stuff. So that's all good. There's some people that wanted, now if I remember right, so so caps, for example, we've just done some very standard designs like Metal AF, with our website underneath, like Metal as Fuck kind of thing. And you'll see some of our other designs as well. So we've got a Babes in Band top, which is in white, because a lot of women were sort of saying, oh, it'd be nice to have another colour, and some of you live in sort of really hot countries, and I realised actually, yeah, maybe we should try a different colour as well with some of the merch. So we're going to be putting a few different ideas in terms of the colour, and we will be having a load more designs coming up. So we've got the Rock Goddess one come up. We've also got Global Metal Crew 333. So that's like do no harm, take no shit. It's kind of like what our philosophy is, and basically it's there to inspire people to be kinder to each other. It's not saying that we'll put up with shit. Obviously we don't. We always put our side of the story up. We're not saying you should just be sort of someone that people walk all over. What we're saying is do no harm, don't go out to hurt people, but just take no shit either. And that's our motto really. And so some of these designs I think will be really cool. Now, I know a lot of the women were saying, oh, it's really annoying that you only get t-shirts, So we have got some really cool tank tops. So we've got some vests, because I'm wearing a carcass one at the moment. But yeah, I really like vests as well. So, and we've got some women's tees as well. So if you want to check that out, like I say, it's www.ragebreedstore.com. So yeah, I think it will be really ace. So yeah, do support the shop, and we will definitely be putting some more designs up shortly as well. I've been really loving the designing process. I've really enjoyed it, and I'll be doing some more soon as well. So I will speak to you guys soon anyway. I have to go because I've got bits to do. But thank you so much for all your support again. I know I keep saying it, but I do feel it's important to thank people that support you in life. I think, a lot of people just take that kind of thing for granted. And, we must always remember the people that matter to us and make sure that we tell them that we care. Because, recently there's been a lot of people that have passed away, and it's been very sad. And so I think we should use this time to embrace each other and embrace friendships and be kinder as a society, as a community to each other, because everyone's fighting their own battles, you know. So, you know, be kind to each other. That's my message out to everybody, you know. Do no harm, take no shit, you know, be kinder to each other, but stand up for yourself when, you know, people are trying to lay in, you know, lay into you and stuff. Do stand up for yourself. I do believe that. Because it's important to have two sides of the story, not just one. That's my opinion, you know. So yeah, I mean, right now things are going good. I am trying to keep my focus on, you know, the things that I've got to get done. I'm in logic mode at the moment, so you know, when I'm in this mood, it means I'm very productive. So I kind of go into this kind of logic mode, you know. Yeah, so that's when I start getting loads and loads of stuff done. I can have periods of sort of, you know, where I feel really tired, because especially with my arm the way it is at the moment, I still need to get that seen to. I've been told that I should get an MRI scan, so I will be doing that. But even though I'm in a bit of pain, I'm still getting things done. But sometimes I need to lie down, you know. I'm making sure I'm resting and stuff as well, so that's the main thing. And yeah, and like I say, you know, like when people say, oh, you do so much stuff, you know, it doesn't feel like work to me, you know, like some people like to watch TV or whatever. It doesn't feel like work for me, you know. I just really enjoy what I do. So that's the reason. Does that make sense? So it's like, yeah, maybe I could have a very chilled life and not do anything, but I'd feel bored. My brain always needs a lot of, you know, stuff to do. That's just the way I'm wired up, you know. But I do enjoy what I do, so that's the main thing. But yeah, I thought I would just come live and stuff, and yeah, have a bit of a chat to you all. But anyway, I'm gonna go now though. But like I say, keep it metal, keep it Ragebreed. Thanks for all your support. Take care.